I'm now joined by the head coach of the Bucks, Mike Nienaber, and that feels a little better.
Well, yes, it does. I feel like I've been without, I think we're hit Huey's at the guy. I feel like I haven't had a hamburger in a month. Yeah, it was good. I mean, and obviously we were making some shots, and they started out extremely cold. I thought they got some good looks that just didn't go. I really felt like defensively we broke down a few times there in the first half, and we were just fortunate that they didn't, they were 0 for 7 from 3 in the first half, and I think it seemed like all of them were wide open. Yeah. I mean, at least 5 of them were pretty good wide open looks that just didn't go, so we were fortunate that way. Offensively, I thought we executed pretty well. I think it's a good sign for us that we only took 21 threes. That we got more inside stuff. We got some. It's amazing how many backdoors we got against a Princeton team. Yeah. Usually it just kind of surprised me that we were able to. But we have a way, and we talk about it in prep for this, because I said, hey, we run it against a Princeton team every day in practice, guys that know it. And we have a way of sneaking those back doors, some of those non-bounce passes sometimes, that a guy just thinks, okay, it's too late, they're not going to get it. And then at the very last second, Adam, again, the longer you have a guy playing like Adam, the better they get at it. And he made some great passes from the top of the key. And a lot of those were key. Those kind of baskets are really discouraging for a defense.
Yep. You look at the start. You mentioned they got to the cold start, and you guys were able to get out to that early lead. And you count on D-Ball and Larkin to do a lot. They scored the first 24 points of the game for you. They were the two guys that got you off to that start.
Yeah, I did not realize that they had scored. I mean, I knew Jeff had got off to a good, better start than he's had in a while, and it's critical for us to have Jeff playing like he played offensively tonight. And Adam has really had 2 or 3 games in a row now where he's starting to look more like what we expect. Yeah. He's struggled some from 3 this year, and I think his selection has gotten better over the last few games. I think he's spending more time in here, so it's starting to pay off. And obviously, we need that. We're not, we've said this before, but you're not, no matter what team you're talking about, your 2 or 3 best players have got to play. We're going to go as far. This team is going to go as far as Adam and Jeff and Joe take us. And primarily Adam and Jeff. When they're playing well, we're really tough to beat. When their numbers kind of falter for whatever reason, it's really hard for us to win. And again, it's you take any team in America, you can break it down like that, and so it's critical for us. And it'd be great to get them going with confidence now, and get us another good one hopefully Saturday, and play forward in this, because I think the confidence factor is a big thing for us going forward.
No doubt about it. And those 3 with the 58 of your 78 tonight, and you look at D-Ball 7 of 10, Joe Larrabee 7 of 11 from the field. A couple of other guys. I thought Alex Trentman, he ends up with 8 rebounds on the night, but that don't even count a couple of others that he kept some offensive rebounds alive just by getting a hand on them that were some big buckets in that first half.
I thought Alex had a really good game and blocked shots. I thought defensively he was supporting us early in the second half when we kind of busted that lead a little bit more. He got his hand on a couple of shots around the basket. I thought Alex had the other thing I liked that I saw finally got a situation where Alex, when he scored in the low post, that's something that he has been doing throughout his career, and for some reason this year has gotten away. Hasn't been as effective, but he got that guy kind of nailed down there and kind of moved a little left and came back to that strong right shoulder left shoulder, right hand, and kissed it off the glass. And we need more of that from him.
We talked before the game a little bit about wanting to find some guys off the bench, and still haven't been able to get Luke Rudy. Couldn't get one to fall. Looked like one was going to go down, but it rattled out. Got to the free throw line. But Mitch Mays comes in, goes 4 for 4 at the line, does hit a 3 for you, and had 7 points.
Yeah, Mitch, and Mitch is a very talented player that is capable. And that was one of the things I told, because I thought, like you said, I thought Trentman played really well tonight, and I told Alex when we had that 15 to 20 plus point lead, I said, Alex, I'm going to I said, if it starts getting too close, I'm going to get you back in there, because he was playing so well defensively and stuff. But I said, I really want Mitch to get these minutes and get that time. And, it was great, because when he hit the 3 out of the corner, it was a pretty big. They had made
a better run.
They had cut it from like 25 to 14.
Yeah.
I mean, we were one more possession away from like, hey, we need to really get,
it was a 12-2 run that he ended.
Yeah, it was getting too close for comfort for sure, and that was a big three that he hit, and we need him to build confidence like that. The other guy that I thought played really well, and I think I love is Jake. I thought he really gave us good minutes. Playing for Adam, we were trying to make sure Adam pretty much stayed out of foul trouble, but he was flirting with it. Yeah. And there was a couple of times I thought, got Jake. And Jake gets in there and he contests, blocks. I think he blocked the shot or at least contested it, and then turns around and gets a rebound. Yeah. Which you don't see that a lot. Doing the job defensively and then turns around immediately and rebounds the shot he blocked or that he contested. I think Jake does a really good job on D, and he's going to be fine. I was really tickled that Jeff created that three for him that he's been working on. I really felt like he'd make it, but Jake's offense is going to come on with experience. Jake is a freshman that just hasn't gotten completely comfortable with the offense yet. You can tell he's still thinking a lot when he's out there, and you can't play this game. and it's hard not to do that when you're running this stuff. That's one reason why we like to redshirt him, and that's probably another one of the things we talked about. One of the more disappointing things about Jordan Miller's injury. If Jordan doesn't get hurt, Jake is redshirted. And that gives him a year to learn this offense and grow and be able to step in next year when Jordan is gone. But, that's one of the many things. It just hurts so bad. I mean, every time I see Jordan walk in, I think how many more games would we have in the win column if we had him? But, it is what it is. You just got to move on.
So the losing streak is over. Kicked off the homestand with the win you need, and now you got Shorter on Saturday, and it's time to put together a winning streak.
Yeah, we need to, and Shorter is, Wade, our assistant coach from last 2 years. Wade Anderson is down there. I think he's really doing a good job. I mean, they went down there and won at West Al a couple of weeks ago. I mean, they're dangerous, like a lot of teams in this league. That you start thinking, okay, this is one kind of like Auburn Montgomery. That if you don't bring it, you're going to have a fight on your hands, and the longer you let a team like that stay with you, the more chance you have of taking it. When you shouldn't. I mean, it clearly is a game we should win, but you can't. So is Auburn Montgomery. So you
never take anything for granted.
No
that's
doubt,
for sure.
No doubt.
Well, we will not be doing the game on Saturday, but I will see you a week from tonight for North Alabama. Hopefully, looking for 3 in a row at that time.
We can keep it rolling. We need to, obviously, like we said before, we need to. If we're going to do anything that we hope we can do as a team, we cannot lose here anymore. Yeah. We've got to win these games at home, and it's really nice to win them like tonight, where you don't. We haven't had many this year. Haven't had many. Even when we were the 11-game streak to start the season, we didn't have many games where I could empty the bench.
Yeah.
And I would have wished we could have emptied it sooner. We had that thing up to 25, but then, like we said, they got it back to 14 and maybe even a little bit closer. But at least we were able to do it and get everybody in there and, get Tyler a couple free throws there. He was bragging a lot. Now he's leading the team in free throw percentage again. But, you want to get those guys in there and get them. And I wish we could have got them more minutes tonight, but it just didn't work out that way.
Well, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that's Mike Nienaber.